It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jonas Valanciunas.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Brogdon out there with Kispert. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Bey in at the 3. And for Dallas, Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the 4 for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
You got to stay in front of Klay. If you're going under the screen and he recognizes that, you're going to get scored on.
Brogdon the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Kispert. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Gafford with the ball. Out to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Bey pulls it in. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And Brent, talking about Saddiq Bey, he's the type of player that every team covets.
You think about Saddiq Bey and where it is that he came from culturally in college, and this is a guy at his size and with his ability, you can plug in and play and know you're going to get genuine effort on a nightly basis.
Now, here's Brogdon. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. One thing he pointed out in particular was Valanciunas' ability to control the glass. Coach said we block out some nights better against him than others, but we can't play soft against this guy. So they'll have to try and keep a body on him at all times. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kispert dishes to Valanciunas. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Valanciunas, good.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, knocking guys around.
Here's Doncic. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
That's tipped. Doncic with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. From the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Thompson's got 8. And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And as always, the mid-part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Washington, a season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
I think for Washington, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive. They're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But Brent, they've collected some assets.
And they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild, though.
Wizards trail by 4. Brogdon finds Valanciunas. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Well, a little physicality for a little guy goes a long way, but a little physicality from a big guy, that goes Valanciunas' way.
And the shot goes in.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Brogdon with it. This game he had 13. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. Valanciunas, good. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Out to Thompson. Fires it up. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Brogdon the pass to Valanciunas. Brogdon with the screen for Kispert. Good on the triple. Kispert's got 8 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Out to Thompson. The 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Last time they met was in Washington.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Kevin. With the time winding down before the trade deadline, it's the Chicago Bulls making the noise. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim, and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Klay Thompson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Baldwin, who's checked in for the Wizards. Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3.
Number 7, Patrick Baldwin.
And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. Lewis checked in for Baldwin.
Checking in for the Wizards. Number 2, Kyrie Lewis Jr.
Lewis kicks to Bagley. Fires the 3. And Lively pulls it down. The Mavericks leading. Here's Dinwiddie, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And great decision from Dinwiddie there. Looking comfortable and confident in these pick-and-roll situations.
Pass to Koulibaly. Now Bagley. Lively defending. And finished off by Bagley.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific weekend ago. Punch, counter punch, impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Lewis. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dinwiddie against Kuzma. Washington with the screen on Poole. Doncic, no good. Wizards trail by 3. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
Doncic outside. From deep Washington. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Poole. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Doncic passes to Washington. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Fires the 3. Rebound, Washington. And Poole launches it from deep. He can't get it to go. On a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possessions. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Czar in at the 4. And that one drops. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And that is just money from Kyrie. He's so dangerous from outside the three-point line.
Here's Poole. Pass to Koulibaly. Bagley with a wide-open look. And again, unable to change momentum here. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now, here's Irving. Pass to Exum. Shot clock at 5. Dinwiddie kicks to Irving. Marshall sets a screen for Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Phoenix. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent Poole got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Dallas leading by 5. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Exum deciding where to go with it, and stolen by Song. Now, Poole. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game.
And Poole has that unlimited kind of range. I wonder who influenced that.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Wizards making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
Well, you look at Doncic. He's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Dallas. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
It's been impressive, and the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really, a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Klay Thompson.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And the first one drops. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Exum. The Wizards also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bagley. And Brogdon subbed in for Jordan Poole.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Brogdon. A rebound by Washington.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
A nice shot by Irving.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Lewis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Irving misses. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And the Mavericks with some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Irving. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Poole's checked in for Lewis. Valanciunas finds Poole. And the rejection by Gafford.
Superb defender Gafford using that wide wingspan so well.
Thompson outside. Here's Marshall. 7 points in the game. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Wizards trail by 8. Here's Poole. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And at the pool party, sometimes you get dunked.
Poole against Doncic. From deep, Washington. Washington with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Poole with it. 8 points for him. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Washington. Dallas leading by 6. Thompson passes to Gafford. Second chance shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Exum's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Song. Bay comes in for Coulibaly. And Kispert subbed in for Jordan Poole. And Kuzma slams it in.
And Kuzma got thirsty there, just took that contact and figured, man, let's try to get to the line.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Kyle Kuzma, 1 shot.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kispert kicks to Bay. Down low. Kuzma inside. Washington's on him. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Irving's checked in for the Mavericks.
Now to the lineup for your Mavericks. Number 11, Kyrie.
Mavericks leading by 8. Doncic looking it over. Keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
Most of Gafford's points are going to come right there around the rim, and he loves to throw it down.
So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Brogdon the pass to Kuzma. Out to the right wing. And here's Kispert from the arc. No good, his first miss after 3 makes. Doncic outside. For the screen on Kuzma. Hands it from downtown. Washington's got 8 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Bay. He has yet to score.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Doncic against Brogdon. Out to Thompson. From outside the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there, a guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
Exum, he's checked in for Dallas.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead-by-example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Now here's Bay after the miss from Klay Thompson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And when you watch Kispert, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim.
Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because he's a spot-up shooter and he's elite at doing that, but he will attack, go in there, and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of the game. For 3, Kispert nailed from three-point land. Kispert's got 11.
Certainly not the #1 thing Bay is out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
For Dallas, they have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he can't hit the second.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gafford against Brogdon. Kispert wide open. He fires. And again, Washington with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's Dallas up by 12. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Poole, please. You're thinking about the shot. Oh! Better run next time. One more time. A huge round of applause for our contestants.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw down some crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboards so much.
That would be correct.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Washington Wizards.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Corey Kispert.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So it's Washington now, down by 12. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. A big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. That free throw good from Doncic. Both free throws good from Doncic. Here's Brogdon. Pass to Kispert. Bay wide open, and he fires. No good with the triple. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Now Kispert. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Valanciunas has got 14 points.
Yeah, and when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
He lobs it up, and Gafford throws it down.
Well-timed pass and strong finish from Gafford.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Get out of the seats on your feet for the Get Down crew.
The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Look at the Mavericks, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Thompson from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Kispert. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. To the paint. And it's Luka with the rebound.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Thompson for the triple. Bay pulls it in.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And brand new contract for Klay Thompson as of this summer. Isn't it nice to have that settled? My goodness.
Well, it's fantastic for Klay to get that weight off of his shoulders. I think there were times last year where visibly we could see that playing on him. Now that stuff is all settled. Klay will settle back in, and hopefully we'll see some remarkable performances from him.
Here's Brogdon. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Kispert, the pass to Bay. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Encouraging to see Saddiq Bey just stay this confident and looking for that shot off the catch.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
taking a look at some numbers here for Kyrie Irving. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 4th and 3-point field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. The shot by Thompson, no good. Got a piece of it. Here's Washington, uses the glass to finish the layup. Washington's got 10 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Brogdon. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And here is Kispert, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Kuzma can't get it to go.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Out to Thompson, and stolen by Bay. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Washington. Poole comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And I think Valanciunas is Lithuanian for can't miss. I'll have to look that up.
Mavericks leading by 18. Washington finds Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
There's not a spot on the floor where Kyrie cannot damage you.
Kuzma outside. And Koulibaly gets it to go.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. And yes, it's good. Doncic has got 17.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Irving misses. Wizards trail by 18. The kick out to Poole. And it's off from three-point range. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Gafford. And stolen by Kuzma. Bay against Irving. Bay passes to Poole. His three-pointers off the mark. Dallas leading by 18. Throws it up high, and Gafford throws it down.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
Now, here's Poole. 8 points for him. I'll tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole. But really, you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully, he finds that.
First free throw is good. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Haji Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Dante Exum in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Doncic. 17 points in the game. Exum's shot is off. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. Back to Poole. Pass to Koulibaly. Bagley the screen. Now Koulibaly. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bagley's got 10 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Thompson looking for an opening. And here's Doncic from the arc. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
And Doncic, here we go. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Thompson. Sarr's checked in for Washington. Wizards trail by 16. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Poked away. And here is Doncic. 20 points for him. Now here's Exum. Sinks the triple. Exum's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. From the top of the key, he buries it. He's got 12.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
Lewis outside. Pass to Poole. Takes the 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Jordan Poole. Koulibaly is out there with Song. Then it's Lewis, and it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And here is Poole. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Poole no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Irving with a clean look, and they get it back. Lively, that's good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
They get it back. Poole the pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Lively.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Poole. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth, and he converts the layup.
Staying active and staying energetic. That's how they want Jordan Poole to play all the time.
Mavericks leading by 22. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Stolen by Lewis. Stolen by Washington. Wants to get it to Lively and does.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Bagley with a screen on Irving. Here's Lewis. Got a hand on it. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Poole. And then Washington with the dunk.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
So it's the Wizards now. The Mavericks making the shot. To the middle. Here's Sarr. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Here's Dinwiddie. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Lively.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Stolen by Washington. Fast break Dallas. And on the way from Irving for three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 8th assist here tonight. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the Mavericks call time here. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And Doncic is subbed in for Dinwiddie. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
In the corner, it's Valanciunas. No good on the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Minnesota matchup, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Inside, wants to get it to Gafford, and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Kuzma. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Doncic. Thompson for the triple. The rebound by Brogdon.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Now, here's Brogdon. Puts up a deep three. And Kispert with the basket on the assist from Brogdon.
Well, the size that Brogdon has at the point guard, a good job of finding somebody over the top.
He lobs up the alley pass, and Gafford throws it down.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Valanciunas following the score by Dallas. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Wizards ball. Sadiq Bey, 1 shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Out to Thompson. Shoots the three. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 19 points.
Well, for poster guys, it's usually dunks, but I wouldn't mind a Klay Thompson jump shot poster to look at on a nightly basis.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 5th foul. Here's Kispert. Pass to Bey. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Here's Grimes. Over in the corner, Doncic. The 3 ball. Rebound, Washington. Brogdon with it. For 3, Kispert. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the drive. And Doncic throws it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year. So tonight we'll make it 46.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas knows he's going to get hit there. He absorbs the contact and still goes through it.
Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA, to have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
And the free throw, no good. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Now for Brogdon.
There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fires from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Brogdon outside. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Luka Doncic.
If he locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up.